When firebrand economic freedom fighters, EFF, leader Julius Malema touched down in Nigeria this week, the buzz that followed was nothing short of electric. Known for his sharp tongue, unfiltered politics, and unapologetic Pan-African rhetoric, Malema's arrival was not just another routine political visit, it was a symbolic moment that reflected both admiration and skepticism toward one of South Africa's most controversial political figures. The politician, draped in his signature red beret, stepped off the plane in Lagos to a crowd that had gathered long before his arrival. From chants of Africa Unite to banners with his face boldly printed alongside calls for economic liberation, the Nigerian welcome captured the essence of Malema's cross-border reputation. He has been a voice that resonates beyond South Africa's borders, especially among young Africans who see in him a bold alternative to the traditional political elite. But Nigeria is no ordinary stage. The country, Africa's most populous nation and one of its most vibrant democracies, has its own deep political traditions and fault lines. As a visitor, Malema's reception was a mixture of warmth, caution, and curiosity. While some hailed him as a Pan-African brother bringing a message of unity, others viewed him simply as a foreign politician whose fiery speeches had little practical relevance to Nigeria's own realities. Security around Malema was visibly tight as his convoy made its way from Murtala Muhammad International Airport. A line of cars escorted him through the busy streets, where onlookers peered curiously, some recording the procession on their phones. Outside the airport gates, a small group of activists, student leaders, and Pan-African groups gathered to cheer him on, chanting slogans about African pride, self-reliance, and solidarity. Malema's Nigerian hosts wasted no time in emphasizing the symbolic weight of his presence. At an indoor gathering in Ikeja, he was welcomed with traditional drumming and cultural dances, a gesture meant to honor him not just as a politician, but as a fellow African. For many in attendance, Malema represented the possibility of a stronger, more united continent, one that breaks free from Western influence and internal corruption. Yet, the warmth of his welcome was not universal. Political analysts in Nigeria immediately began to question his motives. Was Malema in Nigeria to build alliances for the EFF across the continent? Was he attempting to position himself as a Pan-African statesman, expanding his influence beyond South Africa's borders? Or was this just another symbolic gesture without concrete outcomes? Some critics pointed out that Malema's radical rhetoric, while inspiring to the youth, often stirs controversy. His calls for land expropriation without compensation, his fierce criticism of Western powers, and his uncompromising tone have earned him both admirers and detractors. In Nigeria, where debates around land, corruption, and governance are equally contentious, his words could ignite fresh debates or deepen existing divisions. Still, the reception underscored the fascination Malema commands across Africa. To many young Nigerians struggling with unemployment, inequality, and disillusionment with politics, Malema embodies the voice of a new generation that refuses to bow to political stagnation. His speeches about economic liberation echo strongly in Nigeria, a country that has long battled wealth inequality despite its vast resources. As Malema continues his Nigerian visit, holding private meetings and scheduled appearances at youth conferences, one thing is clear: his presence has left a mark. Whether he will be remembered as a foreign guest who came and went, or as a catalyst for stronger Pan-African conversations, remains to be seen. But for now, the images of his welcome, chants, banners, drums, and the unmistakable red beret have already gone viral across social media, sparking debates across borders. Love him or loathe him, Julius Malema's landing in Nigeria was more than a political trip, it was a statement about African identity, unity, and the struggle for a future beyond colonial legacies.